Hello, hello. Good afternoon,
Hey,
everybody. We are back. We are back.
yes,
Hello, brother Mike. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And how you too?
Good, good, good. I had a good night. Actually, met a beautiful couple.
That's lovely.
So friendly, so lovely. Their first baby, but it's like their precious baby because they took a long time. To fall
That's lovely.
pregnant. But God is good. God is good
All the
all the
time,
time.
all the time.
Hi guys, we are back today with another episode with another interesting topic today. Hopefully we will stay in the time, But
Yeah,
today it's all about we're talking about success and how we measure it. So my name is Moira, face behind Moira Sandy for Share.com, mom of two, happily married, registered nurse midwife, as well as a proud digital business owner. Oh,
yeah.
I like that. I like that. So today is all about how we measure or how we were taught to measure success
Yeah,
against, you know, how we measure success at the end of the day. So it's like the traditional way. So that is our topic of today. Let me give you a little introduction. Um, let's see. In a world where success is often equated with external achievements and societal norms, there exists a growing need to reassess our definitions of success. As individuals, we are often taught to measure success based on factors such as wealth, status, just all about the money, status, and material possessions. However, true fulfillment and happiness may lie in aligning our personal values and goals with our own unique measures of success. This exploration aims to delve into the discrepancy between conventional metrics of success and the pursuit of genuine fulfillment. So, how we were taught to measure success? The old way is the money that you have, the status that you have. I am this, I'm professor this, I'm doctor this, I'm I'm the boss of this company and I own millions and billions and how many. That's how you base your success. It's like about your salary, it's about the work that you do. What about me? What about my goals? What about my fulfillment? What isn't that also the success that we achieve? Or isn't that also how we measure our success? Am I growing in a personal way? Am I growing in a professional way? Am I growing in a spiritual way? Depending on in your job status or what you do as a living, right? So I am a mom. That is a job on its own. Oh my word, guys. I, I think you saw yesterday with this child that was coming in so grumpy, and then everything just was just for him. Not a good day. But a mom as a a full-time job besides your other full-time jobs that you have. I'm a registered nurse midwife and I'm a digital business owner. So how have I measured my success? So I'm thinking about my personal on you just want to have a good salary. You want to be in this senior position. Everybody wants to be in a senior position, management, higher position. But that takes all your time. Obviously you're going to have to put in more, in able to achieve that. You're going to There's not going to be a balance in your life, I think, because there was definitely no balance in my life because I wanted, you know, money is always not enough. they
Yeah.
say. And with our inflation rates and the thing and everything that is getting expensive, um, your salary is just not good enough. So now there's just this competition of, you just want to do anything, even if you have to do it not by the books, you just do it because I want this position and I see this salary in front of me. Now forgetting, mm, I still have a personal me, I still have a personal life. That is where my family comes in, that is where my friends come in, you know, and just the enjoyment and the fulfillment of life itself, and your, let me say, my personal goals and my personal dreams. And that is one of the reasons why having an online business, is not just about achieving that financial status. It's also about your life, living free, and to do what you want to do. I don't know if I make sense, brother Mike. Can you
Yes, you
join
do make
in?
sense. Yeah, you
Yeah.
do. You do make sense, of course. I hello everyone once again. I am still Michael Agho-Olomu, and I'm the face of behind Michael Agho-Olomu. Uh, life is all about what you want to make out of it. There's a very popular man in Nigeria, was a politician. He said it's not life that matters, but the courage you bring into it.
Mm,
Uh, what he meant by that was, uh, if you are going into a fight, no matter what happens, you're going into a fight. Some people go into a fight feeling defeated even before they start the fight. Now, but if they have one person just giving them courage, just trying to push them on, then you're going to go through that fight and probably win it at the end of the day. When you bring that to success, if you relate it to success, it's always about what you think. To some people, just waking up in the morning, being able to get up from their bed and get breakfast or lunch or dinner or having 3 square meal a day, that is success for them. And to some people, having millions of dollars or euro or pounds, whatever currency you may think about, as profit at the end of the month is not enough for them because they feel that they failed somewhere because they were expecting more. So for them, that is not success. While somebody would jump up to the sky if he makes 100,000, he will take himself or herself to be successful. So, and some people, just having a blissful marriage, a marital life, is success for them because they probably experienced turbulent times in their marital life, and now having to shift from that to a very good married life and having a very comfortable home and loving home between the parents and then the children in the family, that is success for them. So uh, it becomes subjective what you think is success or what I think
mm,
is success, because it's completely different from what I see as successful and what you see as successful. If you look at the Bible now, when Jesus was talking about when different persons were giving offerings in the church, and
mm,
Jesus asked the disciples of this of everybody that put money in the offering box, who gave the most? Then they were picking out the people that put in a lot of money. And then Jesus pointed to the woman that put in just two turtle doves, which was
mm,
the smallest things you could give as offering. And this is the person that gave the most. But the disciples were surprised that, but this person gave 1 million, the other person gave 2 million. How can you say the person that gave just 2 cents is the one that
mm,
gave the most? Said those other persons, they gave from their borders, they have a lot more. But this
mm.
person gave all she had. So which
Yeah.
makes what she gave to be much more valuable than the millions that these other persons gave. So if you bring out that to the business business life, uh, the effort you put in is probably what you get out.
Mm.
So if you are on your you work on your business every day, every hour, every minute you're on your business, the only time you are off is probably when you sleep or when you have to eat, or some people while they are eating, they are working on their businesses. Like before we came on, and you just saw me trying to quickly eat before we got on here. Now, the output or the result I get, or those persons that put in more hours get, is nothing compared to what the man that puts in one time a day for
Yeah.
his business. 30 seconds, just look through and put some few information there and goes to do something else. You're not going to expect the same outcome. So that now means that I do my business. I'm a digital business that I'm involved in. I do it on a part-time basis, at least for now. So now
Yeah.
the person working on a full-time basis knows that he or she has to put in a lot more hours. I know that I'm doing on a part-time basis. I'm putting in the time I have dedicated to it,
Mm.
which is not compared to the person putting on. I'm putting in uh, 12 to 14 hours a day. So I
Yeah.
don't expect to get the same returns as that person putting in 12 to 16 hours a day, because I put in 2, 3, 4 hours because I'm comfortable with that. Because I take this as a part-time business, not
Mm.
as a full-time. So if it was my full-time business, then I would dive in head on and probably put in a lot
Mm.
more hours. So my success is very huge as compared
Mm.
to my input. And the person that put in 12 hours, his or her success is very huge,
Yeah.
which makes it brings it to an equilibrium that, okay, I see my success as at pair with that person's success, because I consider the time the person put in, the time I put in, and I'm married together. I say, yes, I'm okay with this. And he says or she says, oh, I'm okay with this. Then we are equal. We are very happy. Both of us are very happy, because we can actually measure our success as against the input we put into it.
Mm.
Understand? So
Mm.
it is important that you don't look at someone else's success and become envious,
Yeah.
and let that affect your input.
Yeah.
You understand? Like we have some business partners who get buyers, who get new business partners almost on a daily basis, some on a weekly
Mm.
basis.
Mm.
But if you look at those persons, you see that they put in so many hours.
Mm.
Some have 2, 3, 4 hours of sleep every day. Besides, they still have their family life that they run,
Yeah.
but they still put in so many hours. So when they get their output, the person putting in the minimum 2, 3, 4 hours a day, or 1 hour a day, or 2, 3, 4 hours every other day, should not expect to get the same
Mm.
result, and should not be envious of them. Like you and I will be on this presentation almost on a daily basis. We missed some couple of days, but we are almost on a daily basis. We are here talking about our business,
Mm.
talking about trying to give information to the public, to our viewers. But the person doing it once a week should not expect the same returns or the same audience or the same contact and the inquiries that you and I will get in Insta. So
Yeah.
that is it. What is success to you? Are you comfortable with your success? Are you envious of someone else's success when you don't know how much that person is putting in? Success is
Mm.
for you should be personal, like you rightly said here. It should be
Mm.
personal. It should be the people should accept the fulfillment and the quality of success you get based on your input.
Yeah.
I'll give
Yes.
the table back to you now.
Yes.
So
And not just that. It's also about um the fact that you put in that amount of hours. It also doesn't mean, like you said, you are going to get the same result as the next person that put in more efforts. But it's also about um what did you put in that
Yeah.
few hours, are
Yeah.
you happy, are you satisfied with
Yeah.
your content, your presentation, the work that you put in? Are you happy with it? If you're happy with it, if you're satisfied with it, um you may not see also like the return
Yeah.
now than the
Yeah.
person like that was like working uh, longer hours on his thing, and getting the return like almost immediately. But at the end of the day, what every little step that you do, every little thing that you do, that is building up. So at the end of the day, you can also have that return, but it won't be at the same time as this person that was doing it like longer, as you explained.
Yeah.
Let me think now, since you were talking about this, uh, the story of this woman that gave a last penny. It's a related story in the Bible where the workers that uh, where the one comes last, but he gets the same,
Same
the
amount.
same
Yeah.
salary.
Yeah.
Um, I can't remember in which scripture is that.
Yeah, I can't remember
Um,
where either. But I know the story you're talking about. They
yeah,
came in the sixth
but
hour, the 12th, the eighth
yes,
hour, the ninth
yes,
hour, and then the 12th. Yes.
yes. So now, it's all about also. I like the fact that our leaders, that they engage with us in this business on a weekly basis just to touch up and see, okay, is everybody still on the same page?
Yeah.
So that tells me whoever came, even if I joined last night, yesterday, or 2 hours ago, I still get the same treatment. I still get
Yeah.
the same, as we all get the same training,
Yeah.
There's no difference in between. There's
Yeah.
no discrimination, if I may say,
No.
between the two, because we need to be treated equally at the end of the day. Hello,
Yeah.
brother Ryan. Thanks you once again for joining in. Um, yes, so um, that makes me think, and coming to measuring the success in the traditional way, and how we were taught and how we actually supposed to measure success, um, the way they are, our leaders in the company, our um, they are so engaged. It's not like they are sitting there and then they expect this thing must be done at this certain time. There's
Yeah.
you have a deadline, and you have a schedule that this thing must be done. They are so engaged, and they are so. It's not just about work. Also for them, it's about us, the person as well, and the balance in our lifestyle that we need to have. That's I think that's the important thing. I think one of our apostles also had the same preach service when he was talking about you. It's not just about you have to have this spiritual life only. You have to have a personal life, you have to have your professional life, but there should be a balance.
Yeah.
And how because how are you going to achieve your success if there's an unbalance
Yeah.
in your life, right?
Yeah.
um so yeah, that's just what I was thinking now when you were bringing up that scripture about the lady with the last penny.
Yeah.
But it is so important, not just to think about um the money that I'm going to receive at the end of the day, or the salary I'm going to receive, or you know this is my returns I'm going to get. Um, it's also about aligning it with your personal values and your goals.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say something. Um, okay, I'm just reading this that when you when you take this, the measurement of success, bring it into your online business, it's exactly what we were talking about, prioritizing factors, your customer satisfaction, work-life balance, as I said now, and
Mm.
then you as an owner that have your sense of fulfillment and your purpose in your journey as a business owner,
Yeah.
because now you're just not going to think about numbers, you
Yeah.
know you're going to think about, I have a mentee, I have a business partner that I'm working with,
Yes.
and because I want to have a work balanced life, I also would want the same for my mentee. I would
Yeah.
also want the same for, you know, my business partner, because I don't want to be treated differently than the other one. Isn't
No.
that right, Brother Mike?
Oh, that is true. That is very true. You see,
Mm,
about 3 years ago, we my football team, we had every football season we register for a new season. I mean, register for a new group. Now that year, we decided to push our kids. They were supposed to still be playing the 5-a-side, but we pushed them to the 7-a-side. Now that
mm,
meant that they were to play against the teams that were 2 years older than they were, a
mm,
lot bigger, more physically stronger. Uh, so it meant that almost through the season, I think we won just about 2 or 3 matches through the season. But we were getting the satisfaction, we were being fulfilled because we knew the next year we're going to be enrolling in our regular series, which means we'll be playing against kids who are the same age as our boys. Now, when we played this series the year after, not even a team came close to our boys because they got the experience and the fulfillment of playing the year earlier against older boys. Now, the least amount of goals actually got to a point we'll ask the other team to bring in 1 or 2 players because the goal difference was getting too much. I'm talking of 10, 15 goals from our boys because they played against boys who were more physically stronger than they were. And now they're playing again the year later. They've experienced that new series. It's a different setup, it's a different movement. And because they had to deal with those other boys who were stronger the previous year, they had the mental balance that this is a match I want to win. This is how we played the last
mm,
time. We have to play better now to beat these people. So it means we're winning every match 10, 15, 20 goals. Now, the boys were happy, but I was more fulfilled, not for our winnings, but because they were able to hold their own, even when playing against the older boys. And so
mm,
I would score some goals, even though we lost most of the matches, but we still scored some goals and we still played well. So that gave me and the team the fulfillment,
mm.
the satisfaction that we are not winning any match, but we are happy because we are achieving the aim
Yeah.
we set up to achieve by playing them in that series. Now, that is what I'm trying to bring out in this is that sometimes it is not the positive result that you get out that make you that give you the satisfaction or the fulfillment of your getting involved in a particular business. It is the learning process. It is the things you get along as you go
Mm,
towards your goal.
mm.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you set up some business, you make some business investments that you know that I am not going to start reaping profit at this time,
Mm,
but you know that along the line you will start making profit, but then you are going to incur some losses along the way. But those are
mm,
part of the learning curves that you need to go through
mm,
for you to get to the point where you start to get successful. Now,
mm.
if you try to cut off that learning curve, that process, you try to bypass that process,
Yeah.
you find that eventually you are going to run even at a higher risk of
Yeah.
a
Mm,
bigger loss
mm,
than you would have. The small losses at the beginning of a business venture is nothing compared to as you engaging in the business and losing billions eventually.
Hmm.
Maybe because you didn't take time to learn the process completely. That is why in
Yeah.
our business, and you hear almost every mastermind you attend, you hear them talking about you need to keep updating yourself with the training site because there are new informations there that you have to, even if you've gone through it, start from the beginning again and go through it again. Train and retrain yourself because that is part of the process. Most of us
Hmm.
don't want to go through the process. We want to just jump on to where we start to get the benefit. So if you enjoy the fulfillment of and the satisfaction of you going through that curve, through are you going through the to the hot furnace to get the refining gold or diamond out, then you will shine at the end of the day. But
Hmm.
if you bypass that point, I mean, no gold or diamond show its glance by coming from direct from the soil to the shop. It has to go through that process of polishing. It
Yeah.
has to be heated to remove all the impurities before you can actually see the beauty that you admire. So if you don't allow yourself to go through that furnace, to go through that heat,
Hmm.
which be your satisfaction, then you will not get the fulfillment at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah. And that brother Ryan is agreeing with you, yeah,
Yeah.
and that is true, brother Mike. My husband was showing me a video yesterday about this guy. Is this like a billionaire? He's like, but he's retired now, and he had his own business. So this guy's trying to ask him questions like, how did he do it? What can he tell the people, to do that is doing business and things like that. So he was saying you need to show up for your business, right?
Yeah.
You need to be open and honest with your clients or your customers, or whoever your business
Yeah.
related things you are. Yes, he said this guy's asking him, have you ever lost anything? He said, I have been bankrupt twice.
Okay.
But that didn't stop him. you know
Nope.
that didn't stop him, because of the fact that he was bankrupt twice, that was the biggest learning curve for him.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he reevaluated his business. He reevaluated, and he changed his mindset, because he thought, I'm I have something good here. So there's something that I'm not doing right, that I need to change in order for it to do it right at the end of the day. And
Yeah.
there he is, retired, a billionaire, right? So it's what you said. It's all about, you're going to have some losses sometimes, but what are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit and mope around it, and not take that as a learning curve? You know that that is the thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that was and that is actually one of the important things, that you could have said. You also need to be honest with your people, and not just like, say this is this business, but in the meantime, this is not actually what it's about. So why not just be honest with the people and say, this is what our business is about, and this is what we do. And as we said, um, also about the investment that we have to make. So we have
Yeah.
to tell people, if there is an investment that you make, it's not like something that you're going to get for free. If you want to earn, you need to learn, and you need to also invest like us.
Yeah.
We invest in our products, we invest in our business, and now we are working on our business, because this
Yeah.
is mine you know so yes, that is true. um so this is what we're talking about. Your success at the end of the day. So how are you going to measure it, and how are you, us as business partner, as business owners. It's a lot, and we have to have a work balance. We have to have a balance in our life, in order. It's not just about money at the end of the day, but also our personal values and our goals. um is there anything else, brother Mike? I think we can
No,
also
no, not
wrap up.
really, not really. I just want to say that. I like to use the word often that the journey of 1,000 miles always begins with a step.
Mm.
If what we are saying resonates with you, or if you just want to find out more, you want to
Yeah.
get more details about what we are saying, you can either link us directly on our different Facebook platforms, or
Yes.
you go to our website. You can see Moira's a website written there,
Yeah.
moirasandefauci.com, and mine is sosaago.com. Go in and register your names, your correct names, and your correct email address. Because if you
Mm.
give us fake names, if you do, if you get invited and you wish to start the business, because you've
Mm.
put in a fake name, you cannot
Mm.
now do the business, because this business has to be registered with the government of the country you reside in.
Yes.
And if you give us a fake email address, we cannot you cannot get the information we are sending to you. So simply put in your correct names and your email address, and we'll get information to you. Or you reach us directly through Facebook. Send a message
Mm.
to me on Facebook. I will respond. Some people are shown to send nasty messages. Unfortunately, it's the internet. People hide behind the keyboard to do rubbish.
Mm.
Please, we are normal human beings. We are parents. Mr. Mora is
Mm.
a mother. I am a father. We have kids, and our kids have access to our computers. So if you send nasty pictures or videos of yourself to us, you are not only you cannot affect us, but you can harm people around. So
Mm.
just keep it straight. If you want information, we send information to you. You are not forced to do anything. Nobody's
Yeah.
going to force you to do anything. If you
Yeah.
decide to continue with the business and you ask for direction, that is what we do. That's our job. We help you get started. I will give information, give you contact. That is it. That is just what I want to add.
Yes. Thank you for that, brother Mike. So, just to wrapping up, um, if you want to know more information, here is our website. We have our webinars live weekly. Also, replay available. For us, it's on a Wednesday and a Friday morning, 5 a.m. That is Dubai time. Just please check your time zones. And that webinar will just introduce you to the business that we are doing, everything that we are doing, and how you earn your money. So, thank you very much for joining in. Thank you for our
You,
viewers. Thank you, Brother Ryan, for watching in again. See you next time. Brother Mike,
yes.
thank you so much for
Thank you
joining
very
in. Have
much.
a good day, and I
You
think you
too.
will have a good shift as well.
Yeah, hopefully.
It's my second night shift. So yes, guys, we will see you again. Stay
Yes.
safe
Stay
and be
safe.
blessed.
Bless you.
Bye.
Bye bye.